At just 18, Ivy had mastered the art of deception not for greed, but survival. With tuition fees looming over her, she resorted to scamming strangers on the street. She never expected her usual act to lead her straight into the path of someone who would change her life forever. One afternoon, she deliberately stumbled in front of a luxury car, pretending to be injured. The vehicle's owner, an enigmatic businessman named Adrian, watched her through cold, skeptical eyes, without hesitation. He instructed his assistant, Lucas, to investigate. Lucas helped Ivy up, questioning her carefully. She spun a well-practiced story about losing her tuition money. When Lucas reported this to Adrian, the CEO pulled out $10,000 intending to make her disappear, but to his surprise, Ivy refused the large sum, accepting only $70, just enough for her school fees, and scribbled an IOU, promising to repay him. 2 months later, Ivy tracked down Adrian's estate to return the money. However, upon arrival, the household staff mistook her for a new maid. Before she could correct them, the butler offered her a staggering salary of $1,000 per day. Seeing a chance to secure her future, she accepted on impulse, unknowingly stepping into an intricate scheme. Adrian's formidable grandmother, Celeste, was the mastermind behind it all. Determined to ensure her grandson produced an heir, she had gathered a selection of refined socialites to compete for his favor. She confidently declared that whoever bore Adrian's child would become his wife. Ivy was stunned. How had she gone from maid to potential mother of an heir? Adrian, recognizing her immediately, dismissed his grandmother's plan outright, but Celeste refused to relent, even threatening a hunger strike to get her way. Left with little choice, Adrian agreed to let Ivy stay, still convinced she had ulterior motives. As Ivy settled into the estate, the other women wasted no time in tormenting her. They taunted her humble origins, trying to drive her away. But before things could escalate, Adrian unexpectedly stepped in. Without a word, he draped his jacket over her and dismissed the jealous socialites on the spot. Just then, Ivy lost her balance, twisting her ankle. With no alternative, Adrian carried her inside. The moment Celeste witnessed the scene, she misinterpreted it as the beginning of romance and doubled down on her scheme. That evening, Ivy was handed a glass of milk, unknowingly laced with a sedative, and told to deliver it to Adrian. Meanwhile, Adrian himself sensed something. Amosher's body felt feverish, an unnatural heat coursing through him. When Ivy entered the room, everything spiraled into the unexpected. The following morning, Ivy awoke in shock, realizing the irreversible turn of events. Furious, she threw the tuition money at Adrian and walked out without looking back. Days later, her worst fears were confirmed. She was pregnant. The gossip spread like wildfire, reaching the ears of those who despised her. The jealous socialites seized the opportunity to humiliate her, exposing her secret publicly. The university, desperate to protect its reputation, swiftly expelled her. Just when all hope seemed lost, Adrian arrived, standing between Ivy and the world that sought to cast her aside.